Hey guys, Jeff with OptionBoxer.com. Got a really quick video for you today before we get into it. Please know I'm not a registered financial advisor, and this video is not a recommendation to buy or sell any security or place any options trade. You can see on the screen here I've got BGS is a company that I own. I've got 200 shares in that company and I'm down currently $912. It's actually been worse. It's actually gotten a little bit better. But you can see I sold the 15 calls. Where they at? I sold two 15 calls. And my cost basis here on the shares is $18.01. So it's kind of tough sometimes to know, if you're in a position like I currently am with BGS, to know what the best approach would be to manage this position. I think I jumped the gun, obviously, because I'm down $110 on the two calls. I jumped the gun. If I had waited to sell those two calls, I could have, of course, taken more premium. But it's sometimes hard to know in the middle of, kind of the chaos that is the emotional noise of a position that's underwater. And so I created this little covered call management calculator to kind of see what the best approach would be, or to kind of play with some scenarios to find out what makes the most sense and what might be able to bring the position back above water. So let's go ahead and just kind of delete some of this stuff out of here. These are just some numbers I was playing with to get started, but we can look at Thinkorswim really quickly again, just so you kind of see it. Again, I've got 200 shares. My trade price, you can see I got a bunch of shares at different times there. But my average trade price is $18.01. And then I've made $632, whether that be from dividends or options. And so, of course, I want to factor that into my cost basis here. And that gives me the total share price was $36.02, but you take out the $632 and that makes my total price $2,969. Or my average share price of $14.85. So if the shares get called away at $15, let's just say my two covered calls that I have there get called away for $15, I'll make 0.86. So I won't lose anything, but I really won't make anything either. I will have broke even on this trade, and this BGS position's been on my books for about a year now. So it's not great to have a year gone by and not make but just under a percentage return. So I want to play with some different numbers here just to kind of see what might get us a better return. And my thought process at this moment for my position, just to kind of give you an example, is I'm thinking about buying back one of these covered calls and taking the $50 loss on it, which is what you saw a while ago. So if I was going to take a $50 loss on the covered call, let's say if I sold it today, you can see my average share price would jump back up to $15.10. But then let's say I came back immediately and sold the next call option at $17.50. So we'll look at BGS, and you can see if I traded at $17.50, the mid price is about $20. So if I was able to get 20 there, you can see that would take it back down to 15. So I'm right at my break even there. So if I sold 100 shares, if I minus 100 shares at $15, and then I minus 100 shares, sorry, I could have done it on the same line, but I put in 1750 instead of 17.50. But you can see that changes my rate of return to 6.96. Certainly not a fantastic return for a year worth of trading, but 6.96 is much better than 0.82. So it certainly makes sense there. If I wanted to sell both of them back, just take the $100 loss, let's say. If I subtracted the $100 there and then I was able to sell both positions for $17.50, you can see that would take actually I would get 40 here, so it actually increased my return by a little bit. That would take me up to 13.07%. So you can kind of see how you can play with different scenarios, buying and selling the shares. You can also input, if you want to sell a put, I sometimes sell a put and sell a call at the same time. So let's say, maybe I sold a put and got another $50. You can see how just every little bit of income will improve your rate of return. And it's just kind of a nice management calculator to play with the different scenarios, to look at the different options you have, and kind of figure out what makes the most sense. But I thought you guys would find value in this. If you have any questions, you can of course reach me in the comments. If you like this video or you like any of my videos, please do consider liking and subscribing to the channel. I really, really, really appreciate it. And I'm so thankful for all of you that already have. So if I can ever help you, please do reach out. I look forward to hearing from anyone and everyone that may want to. But that being said, I'll make this covered call management calculator available on optionboxer.com, and you can find that link in the description. But until the next video, take care.